All good?
Nope.
Oh my god, hurry up.
I love the fact about this.
Right?
Especially when it's your show.
Post a tweet, and then watch this.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another great edition of Returning to the Ring, presented by the 3 Count Podcast. I am your host, Lou, the franchise, and I have a roster with me. First on the list is, you know him as the 3 Count Podcast host of the debate show. His name is Chaz, the Don.
Okay, wait a minute. You got to do that again because I thought you were going to say my last name and I was waiting, and then you just had like this real dramatic pause. Then you put the Don. Anyway, it's your boy, your nephew, your cousin. It's the Don, Chaz Evans, here on Returning to the Ring. We got basic Becca. I'm so basic excited, and I'm just as basic as she is because I'm excited.
All right, and then the next person we have, he has been my best friend for 20 years. He has been my partner in crime since 1997. You guys know him as Clifford, the Red Dog Miller.
Hey, check it out. It's the Air Force veteran intel specialist, the one they call Red Dog, and your favorite mercenary.
And we have a special guest on the show today. She stands at probably 4'9", maybe 4'10". She is the mascot of the 3 Count Podcast. She is Clifford's daughter, Kira.
Hi.
All right, and
I love the fact that we all come up with these like big established. I was like,
all right, and we have a guest on the show, Chaz Edit. We are Basic excited. Welcome to Basic, Becca.
Hello. Join the Scrunchy Squad, everyone.
Wait.
yeah. Now she's about to join the Scrunchy Squad right now. She's
Oh yes.
All right, so Basic. All right, Becca. So, what have you been up to since the last time you were on the 3 Count Podcast?
When was that? It was like over the summer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were like one of my very first interviews, so it's my honor to have you back on.
Let's see. So I think season 2 of The Road came out since then on Limitless. And I was on the Vacationland Cup with Davienne in December. I debuted at Northeast Wrestling versus Little Mean Kathleen. And I also returned to Chaotic for Chaotic Reloaded. I had a match with Ava Everett and Davienne, and I am now the #1 contender for the Chaotic Women's title. So that's what's going on right now.
Awesome. All right, so my next question for you, what do you want to accomplish in 2021?
I really want to get out of New England a little bit. There's like a lot of really talented women around the US that I really want to wrestle that aren't in New England, which is hard because we're still in a pandemic, but you know, I'm going to make it happen.
Absolutely. My last question before I tag one of these guys in, what was your favorite memory through the pandemic in all of 2020?
I think my favorite memory was from season 2 of The Road. Just one of the tapings. It was Anthony Green's last indie matches before he went to Florida to WWE. And it was just so exciting. Like, I knew he was going. It was like bittersweet, but it was just him going to WWE is like such a big win for, I think, every student at New England Pro Wrestling Academy and just like New England in general. And it was just cool to like be there for his last indie shows. And yeah.
Gotcha. Awesome. So I'm going to tag in Kira, see if she has any questions for you.
She gotta pull up the questions.
What is your favorite cartoon?
Oh. Phineas and Ferb.
Yes! Sorry, I have like this real like the deep desire of Phineas and Ferb. Sorry for my outburst. Go ahead, Kira.
What is your favorite food?
It's super good though. It's my favorite food. I feel like maybe like pancakes or like muffins, some kind of like breakfast, like sweet breakfast food. I like waffles too, so something like that. Donuts. I like donuts.
Donuts, right? If I could give you a donut, I would give it through the camera, but
If you could be one animal, what would it be?
I would definitely I would really want to either be able to fly or swim underwater, like breathe underwater. So either maybe like a dolphin, because then I could like fly through the air and then like also breathe under, like, you know, swim under the water. So yeah.
That's weird. Why is that weird? That she wants to be a dolphin. Why is that weird?
Because mommy's a dolphin trainer.
Yeah, that's definitely what it is.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, small world.
That's awesome.
All right, so we have a question from one of our fans that says, "What got you into wrestling?"
I feel like I answer this on like every podcast. I think just, yeah, I was like bored one summer and like didn't have anything to do and was just like watching TV with my sister's fiance. We were watching wrestling and I just like got really into like the women's wrestling that was on. Like, I think I just started with like Raw and SmackDown and then like got really into NXT after that. But yeah, it was definitely like the women. I think like Sasha and Bailey were like feuding really intensely when I first started watching. Like, I vaguely remember that. And I think I was like really into their beef and their like friendship and everything. So I think that's storyline.
Yep. I remember NXT, the War in New York. That was awesome. So I guess for me, my first question is going to be like, obviously we've seen you like just kind of make your way through Limitless Wrestling, and then you have it come up like you said, and all your roads. I'm just very curious, like, has there been like a standout moment that you have had since we last had you on the show? I think it was June of last year.
Yeah.
I think being on the Vacationland Cup was a really big moment for me. Limitless shows have like always been a goal of mine to get on. They're great shows, and it was awesome to be on such a stacked card with so much talent. I don't think I've like been in a locker room with like that much talent before. It was awesome. And to have a match with Davian was just like, it was just the best. Yeah. It was a big moment for me. I think that's the best, like the most aggressive match that I've had to date, and that I think kind of pushed me.
That's awesome, though. I'm curious though, because you said you wanted to get out of New England, you want to wrestle like around. Is there a name in particular like that you would like to see, like I don't know, in the Mid Atlantic, or maybe even just I guess anywhere? Like what's your top name that you want to grab in 2021?
Oh man, there's. I really want to wrestle Masha Slamovich. Yeah, probably my number one. But there's really so much. Like I don't know if you've seen like Thunder Rosa's promotion, Mission Pro. Their card is just stacked with so much female talent, and yeah, any of them I would just love to wrestle all of them this year.
Yeah, I was to say yes. I'm very much a huge fan of Mission Pro as well as Goddesses of War, just like in New Jersey for Titan. Like that, those are like two big promotions. And actually, we've had Amber Rodriguez recently on our show, and she's with Mission Pro as well, and so is her tag partner Danny B, who's also going to be getting interviewed here soon with us. Yeah, I'm curious because I'd love to see like you and like Gabby Ortiz like square up. Like I think that just would be a fun matchup to see.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
We know a place where we can make it happen. Richie Casino, make it happen. We know you're going to do that. C3W, let's go. All right, so my last question before I hand it over to Chaz. So last time we said that your favorite lift was the deadlift. I'm very curious. Have you hit a new PR yet?
So, okay. So the pandemic happened, right? Yeah. And I like kind of wasn't lifting. And gyms kind of reopened, and I came back, and I actually switched from lifting conventional deadlift to sumo deadlift, which I'd never lifted sumo before. And I was kind of like, you know what? Like, I'm already going to be starting at a way lower weight than I was lifting before. Like, I might as well, challenge my muscles in a different way and, just get stronger, learn a new lift. So I switched to sumo, and I'm not quite where I was before with conventional yet because it turns out that my hips are very weak because I, didn't lift sumo for, the year and a half that I lifted. But it's exciting because every time I add weight to my sumo deadlift, I'm hitting a PR for sumo. So basically every time I go in,
Yeah, that's awesome though. I just for me, because the gyms were all closed over here, and I just recently started to get back into the gym almost 3 weeks ago. So it's now I'm I knew where I was. Yeah. Fun fact for those who didn't know.
I thought you were going to the gym last week, or at least last week was the first.
Hey, I said I started back up 3 weeks ago. Chill out.
I get that.
Yeah. So now, I understand where you're at too. I was one of those that I was maxing out and I was doing really well, and now I get back in, I'm just oh God, I'm so struggling. This is terrible news.
Yeah.
But I'll give it to Chaz.
It's more encouraging to start something new, I feel than try to get back to where I was before. It's just so I'm not as strong as I was before. Great.
All right, just a correction. I had to go back in my memory to remember when we actually did your interview for Now Entering. It was actually 2 weeks before my wedding, so it would have been late July, early August.
Really?
Yeah, because Cliff ruined my game. He's like, this guy's gonna get married in a couple weeks. I was like, don't ruin my game. I love my wife. All right, I'm packing Chaz in.
All right. Oh, man. So, well, Becca, how have you been throughout the whole pandemic as far as just being home and not really traveling a lot? Like, how's that like been for you?
I lost my mind the first couple months, and then I was able to start working out and training again, like in a gym and like wrestling school. And then I slowly returned to some kind of sanity. But yeah, it's been a lot better. And like when, taping started happening again, shows coming back, definitely helped. But yeah, it was definitely rough. I like made a lot of like weird, deranged YouTube videos that I've since deleted. I'm like, ugh.
Oh man, that's funny. So my next question is what are some do's and don'ts when going to like a new promotion? Now in the ring we kind of call the show a wrestling show for wrestlers about wrestling. So I guess usually the advice portion of the show I guess would be, what is some do's and don'ts when going to a new promotion?
That's a good question. I would say do listen to what the promoter wants from your match and do ask what they want. Normally I would say like shake everyone's hand and like be nice, but now it's like
right, COVID.
Yeah, elbow bump. I don't know.
The funny thing you mentioned, I have a funny story. So I recently I did a camp at AFCW up in Jersey, and so like I said, I'm fresh in business. I know the handshake and everything. So now the thing is it's elbow bumps, and I was just like, I was doing the fist bump type of thing, and this one guy, I don't remember who it was. I wish I knew his name. But he came up to me. And I was getting for a fist bump, and he literally put his elbow. I was like, "Yeah, how you doing? I'm such and such." And I like fist bumped his elbow because I just didn't know. I wasn't ready for it. And then he's like, "It's like, yeah, I'm Chaz Evans," and he's like, "Yeah, thanks for punching my elbow." But it's funny you mentioned it with the handshake thing. Like, yeah, that's kind of weird now.
It's awkward. I like feel really bad, but like sometimes people will still shake my hand. And I just have to like awkwardly like pull out hand sanitizer and like sanitize my hands like right after shaking their hand, which makes me feel like such a jerk. But I'm just like, this is a pandemic.
I'm right there with you. I have the little travel size hand sanitizer with me in my it's always where I have my hoodie. I have it in that pocket because there are some people they just because they're so accustomed to it just shake their hand. So when someone does, I'm like, okay,
yeah.
Meet you, walks away. COVID.
Exactly. Like try to do it so they can't see, but it's like
right. You just gotta go like squirt. Did you shake your hand too? Squirt.
Yeah.
But
I'm trying to think of others. Yeah, like do be nice to everyone. Do your makeup before because you never know what the locker room's gonna be like. For anyone who does their makeup. I've like gone to shows before and like been like, okay, time to get ready, and there's like no mirrors, no lighting, like terrible, and I'm just like, well, not doing that again.
What's some don'ts? What are some don'ts?
Don't be late. This is good. God.
Don't handshake.
Yes.
Don't handshake. Not anymore. Wow.
You gotta keep
I have
this.
no idea.
You gotta keep this question, Anthony.
Yeah, that's
a good
definitely
one.
that's definitely the top question.
Anthony, keep this question, and Cliff, use this question from now into the ring.
Stumping our guests.
All interview shows, you got to ask this. What are the do's and don'ts? That's a good one. All right, that's cool. So, my next question is, what are some wrestlers to look out for in 2021, in your opinion?
Well, first of all, I'll just say Davian was just on AEW Dark, so watch out for her, because she's a star. She should be on TV, and she should be on TV in 2021. So Davian, I think in New England, maybe I'm biased because I trained with them, but Armani Chaos and Paris Van Dale both like train really hard and work really hard, and I think like really shows because they're awesome. I love training with them and learning from them, and I think they're gonna do a lot of awesome stuff in 2021. So follow them on social media, keep an eye out for them. They've been on the road, and I'm sure, and Chaotic Reloaded, so I'm sure you'll see them lots of other places.
All right, so I'm gonna swing it on back to the host of Returning to the Ring. There you go. Wait, catch the pass. I got it. Here we go. End zone pass.
Your ankle broke like Dak.
Oh, you are disrespectful.
I love you guys. Anyway, so
no, I'm never coming back to help you with your show ever again.
Yes, you are.
That was wrong.
All right, so the next part of the show is a game that we play. Mary Kill, but in wrestling it's tap or submit, pin, and DQ, and you have to tell us how you DQ them. Or you lose by DQ, but you got to tell us how you lose.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna name off 3 wrestlers. You're gonna tell us about it. The first 3 are gonna be Serena Deeb, Mickie James, and Bayley.
So I have to pin, submit, and DQ.
Yeah.
And pick one for each thing.
Yes.
Ooh, this is fun.
So you said Serena Deeb, Bayley, who was it?
Mickie James.
Mickie James. Man. I'm gonna say DQ Bayley because I wanna I love her.
So how are you DQ? How are you getting DQ'd?
I think me and her are having oh man, this is such a good question. I think definitely strangle with a scrunchie. You know, I reach a breaking point, and Bayley, right. I'm sorry, but had to happen.
All right, so who are you pinning and who are you submitting?
I guess I would say submitting. Ooh. I'm gonna say submitting Serena Deeb. And pinning Mickie James.
Awesome. All right. So the next group we got for you, Naomi, Sasha Banks, and Thunder Rosa.
Ooh.
These are so good. I think I'm pinning Naomi. Oof, man, this is hard. Submitting Sasha, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like she would get me with the bank statement, but good for me, I guess. And DQ Thunder Rosa. Man, how would I don't. Maybe, hit her with my water bottle.
Yes, let's go.
Yeah.
All right, and the last group I have for you, Paige, AJ Lee, and Becky Lynch.
Man.
Best group. that you've gotten, like of all the shows we've done, this is the best group of like wrestlers you have picked, Anthony. So this is hard.
Man, this is so good. I'm gonna say that. Shoot. I'm gonna say pin AJ Lee. Just cause like with the size difference, like I feel like that's a situation where I'd like actually maybe be larger than her. Which doesn't usually happen to me. And
I feel that on a deep emotional level.
Wait, sorry. So it was Paige, AJ Lee, and who was, I'm sorry.
Becky Lynch.
Oh, Becky Lynch. Submitting Paige and DQ Becky Lynch. Yeah.
All right, how you doing that?
Oh, jeez. I think. What is the? Oh man. You know what? She's going through a table.
Let's go.
Sorry.
Get the tables.
She's a new mom, but guess what? Through the table you go.
I like it. All right. So it doesn't look like we have many questions in the chat. Can you tell our listeners and viewers where they can find you?
Yeah. You can follow me on Twitter at NotBasicBecca, on Instagram at It's Baby Karate. And you can watch me on Limitless Wrestling's The Road every Wednesday at 7, and Chaotic Reloaded on Chaotic's Twitch at 8 p.m. on Thursdays.
Awesome. All right, so
just to clarify too, you guys can find all that stuff on IWTV. So in case you guys were trying to figure out where Limitless is gonna be at, go download IWTV. I think they have like a free promotion right now where you can watch it, but $9.99 you get to watch all the independent wrestling television that you want. Hence the name IWTV.
There's so much stuff.
So much.
IWTV has so much content.
You can actually watch Chaz and I do our debut as announcers for C3W on there.
Yeah, with my terrible internet connection. Couldn't see anything. It was so frozen. I'm just like, I hear Cliff clearly. So I'm just like, all right, whatever Cliff is saying, that's what's going on. The video was terrible. So yeah, go watch my terrible commentary and debut.
Yeah, I heard it. All right, so for the Red Dog, for Chaz the Dawn, for the mascot Kiki, where did she go? Out. I am the host of this show, Lou the Franchise, and you guys just got watched by Basic Becca.
Awesome.